Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This will be the final board in the book discussing the cross palace cannon opening system. So without further ado, let us begin. Cross palace cannon, left proper horse, and in this sorry, in this board, red will play p3+1 to give this his horse an open line for development and also to inhibit the development of the black horse. Now, this variation became very popular after black's p7+1 took off. Now, p7+1 and p3+1 may appear to be similar, but there are many major differences in the game. In view of p3+1, black will counter with uh, the three-step tiger formation to allow for development of this flank and discourage the chariot from developing as a foul chariot. This is a subtle move, but it will offer black many possibilities as the game goes on. And in this variation, red will continue with h8+7. Now, this is a compact and tightly knit move. It would give red much versatility in the ensuing game. Now, if e7+5 were played, although this is considered to be okay, the pace of red's game would slow down considerably, and black would take the opportunity to attack, going for the central cannon, p3+1. Although red will try to form a blockade, black cannot develop his chariot, so the efficiency of this move will be greatly decreased, and black would be able to achieve a desirable state of confrontation. Now, if red did not play ra+4 and chose to apply a fork, because of the three-step tiger formation, black would gladly trade material, and again, black would be able to achieve a state of confrontation where he could try to increase his gains. So that is why e3+5 or e7+5 is not advised now, because black would be given an opportunity to try to create some mischief. So h8+7 to develop the left flank has since been encouraged. In view of p3+1 and the horse, black will play p3+1 in retaliation, and this will be the position of discussion of this board. From here on, there are two major variations that are discussed. The first will be c8=9, whereby red tries to develop his left flank, especially his chariot. Variation B would be red playing c8+4 for an aggressive blockade, threatening the pawn over here. So in variation A, red goes for the three-step tiger also. h2+3, and equals to 8. Red applies pressure, black immediately counters, and red would accept the trade of chariots. Now, it would not be such a good idea if black were to avoid the trade of chariots with h8=7, because black could now play c1-1 and be prepared to attack c1=3. Now, red has not consolidated his defenses yet, so this move would become a major threat to red. And he could also black could also play 2=6, whereby this horse would be an obvious target of attack, and red would have to think twice about making other moves. So that is why r8=7 is not a good idea, and it would be better off for red to simply accept the trade of chariots so that his left flank would not be under attack. So after trading chariots, the cannon would cross the river. Again, this would be an obvious target to attack. And red develops the chariot as a rank chariot. Notice that by the 11th ply, red had not consolidated his defense at all. Again, targeting this flank to avoid red's r8 equals to 6. Red finally consolidates his defenses, and this would basically be an even situation for both colors. So this is variation A. Now in variation B, red would be aggressive and play c8 plus 4. Now black would traverse the cannon and target this horse. On the surface, this move would appear to gain tempo, but actually this is not a good move because black's own formation would become hindered. The recommended move now would be to play e7 plus 5 to develop and allow for development of this flank. And then it goes to 8. And black would now have seized and controlled the initiative if red played r8 plus 4. But if he played r8 equals to 6, some defense, and black would still be able to handle all of red's aggressions, trapping the red chariot in this flank while attacking this flank. So this would be another complicated situation, but generally speaking, black can hold its own, and that is why nowadays e7 plus 5 is recommended instead of c2 equals to 3. Red will play e7 plus 5 to deal with p3 plus 1 over here. h2 plus 1, r9 equals to 8, r1 equals to 2. And in the book, c6 plus 4 was played, whereby red will make use of this cannon. Another possible line would be to play c8 equals to 3 to offer a trade of chariots. And after trading chariots, red would have more pawns. He would control the pace of the game. So c8 equals to 3 is another possibility. c6 plus 4 is given in the book. p1 plus 1. Cannons would be linked. Red will now develop his chariot and apply pressure on this flank. Red would have the advantage. So this will be a slightly different beast with red playing the p3 plus 1 variation. Let us review this board in the eyes of black. Cross palace cannon, left proper horse, p3 plus 1 countered by black's c8 equals to 9 for the 3-step tiger. Red develops the horse, p3 plus 1 to avoid developing further development. Two main variations, this will be the position of discussion, and two main variations. c8 equals to 9 is c8 plus 4. In variation A, c8 equals to 9, red will go for the screen house defense, and red must accept the trade of chariots. Otherwise, because his own defenses have not been consolidated, once black could play r2 plus 6 or plays r1 c1 minus 1 to attack, and red will be in all sorts of trouble. h3 plus 2, h3 minus 2, sorry. And after some positional warfare, it would be basically an even situation for both colors. Variation B, red tries to be aggressive with c8 plus 4, and black will play c2 equals 3, e7 plus 5, c2 plus 1, r9 equals to 8, c6 plus 4 as recommended. Another viable option would be to play c8 equals to 3 after trading chariots. Red would have more pawns and enjoy the slight advantage. Finally, p1 plus 1, sorry, r1 plus 1 to develop the chariot, because both colors have consolidated their defenses and red would have a slight advantage. Now, variation B is recommended for red's left cannon for a fast-paced attack, and it will be easy for red to grasp the initiative. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video. This will be the last video in the Cross Palace cannon opening series. And if you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe. to my channel and give me a thumbs up for the video. Thank you.